So basically, your environment, everything you see outside of your eyes and you basically outside of your physical being, is a representation of what's going on in your life. And this could play out in many different circumstances. By the way, rest in peace, Biggie Smalls, another King Gemini. I believe he was double Gemini moon. His birth date, I don't believe his birth date is posted, but from what I know, Biggie is either a double Gemini or Sun Gemini and Moon Taurus. So with that being said, basically what this video is going to be about is everything in your environment is basically a representation of what's going on in the mental. So, for example, and I mean I can kind of have a testimony to this right now, just based upon how I feel and how I feel like I need to get myself together. So, it's cloudy outside. It's cloudy out here. And let me do this the right way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's cloudy out here and everything, but there's still remnants of blue that's shining through and everything like that. So the blue sky, it's like, okay, so it's kind of just off the top of the head. So basically, it's like the blue skies represents sorts of clearness. Like I'm able to, function, obviously be able to make this video and, give this little bit of information out and everything. But it's like at the same time, basically, it's like it's cloudy. It's still cloudy and everything. So this could be related to what Uriel breaks down when he talks about cusp energy. So this would be related more so to okay, so this is just really just cloudy in general and everything. So this would relate more towards, I would say, Gemini Cancerian energy, because it's that sky blue energy, but it's like that little bit's that cloudy energy, because Cancer can be almost like, it's a shell. It's like a cloud. A cloud can be a form of protection. If the sun's too hot, the clouds roll over and give a form of protection from the sun, because the sun is too much, because the sun can be too much at times. But that's just a metaphor for the circumstance and the energy that I'm trying to break down. So, pardon me. Basically, it's like a representation of, it's like a Gemini Cancer cusp is the representation of what's going on around me right now. And I mean, it doesn't have to relate to always to cusp energy. It's just the environment I see around me and how it's being highlighted. So with that being the case, that's like the energy. It's like cloudy thought. It's like cloudy thoughts, but there's still some remnants of clarity. It's cloudy, but it's cloudy clarity basically. Clarifying the clouds or whatnot. So it's like basically, if you're I have a lot on your mind, that's clouds. That's an accumulation of water and everything. So that's emotions mixed in with thoughts. So it's like you're constantly have a lot on your mind, but it's like you're still able to get what you have accomplished. You're still able, if you're driving on the road, have a lot on your mind, you know what I mean? Or even if you're drunk and you're driving, which I don't condone at all, but it's just the circumstance and it's just the energy that's being put out, which is driving with a cloudy mind but still having a little bit of clarity and focus. Now when we're talking about Libra, Scorpio cusp, and Aquarius, Pisces cusp, that can be circumstances to where you could get totally lost into a situation and it could be cataclysmic. But anyway, this is just you pointing out certain things in your environment. The sun is coming out now, so it's like a little bit of ray of happiness. It's like throughout these cloudy thoughts, throughout this, your thoughts are cloudy. There's a bit of clarity, and now with this bit of clarity that's being, shown as the clouds are dissipating, there's a ray of sunshine coming out. So now you can have peace. Now you can have happiness with everything that's going on in the circumstance. And I honestly kind of feel this in real time right now, because being a Cancer moon and having a Pisces rising and a Saturn in Pisces, and since I have an Aquarius sun, Saturn is already really dominant in my chart. So Saturn just being in Pisces and conjuncting my ascendant, it's that's literally my personality and my actions kind of go hand in hand basically. It's like emotional, but it kind of appears like I don't care and everything, which I always genuinely deep down inside really care, but that's just me having to work out the correlation of integrating the ascendant moon and the sun and still trying to build and get that into 100% solid foundation.